Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. This is Planmas day 9. So already off the bat, I know I missed some days. This is my first time trying this, especially putting in like a real effort. So of course, like all of my other videos, it's gonna be a little chit chat, and this one is no different. I'll first start off by showing you all what I have already done. So, this is the tracker that I was sort of doing, and these are habits that I want to eventually, hope to stick, and then I won't have to do them like this. But I did continue with that. This was last week. This is this week. Today is Tuesday. But I have for breakfast. For breakfast, I had another egg and cheese. This one was on croissant. Sausage. Hash browns. Lunch, I had 3 waffle squares. And then dinner, I had multi-grain Cheerio. I did have little candies. When I put little candies, that's like, you know how the holidays, everybody have the candy out, the little miniature candies. That's what the little candies are. And this is what I had started to do for my weekly list. I still need to finish that. I am somewhat behind. So let's see. I'm on track with the tracker, and this is me recording my work hours, and this is this week's. So I was a little late in filling everything out. You all see right there where the last video I did last week, I had already put these out because I wanted to, I had already wrote out weekend project sticker because I saw it in my productivity sticker book, and because the weekend sometimes can get away from me, I thought it was really nice and something I could definitely use for the weekend, especially when you have like so much to do until you don't really know where to start. So that's the week. That is just the regular project one. They did have a weekend project. Okay, there it goes. I was gonna say, I know I saw it. Oh, too bad they only got those. They only have these 2. But we're not gonna not use them because that's all they have. The old me would have said, oh, let me just save it. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to go ahead and use it. So I was gonna say, this has been a difficult week. The week has just started. Tomorrow is Wednesday. It is going a little fast, and I think probably because Thursday I have a vacation day, so I'm just using like the last of my vacation days so that I don't lose them. Last year I lost about 12 hours. I don't want to do that again. So yeah, okay, and let me just stick this on, get it done, because I really need to get this done. This is going to be, I'm going to wait and decide what I want to put right there, because I have quite a few things. But what can we put at the top for a to-do right here. Let's see. Maybe we could put the plan right here. So yeah, that is cute because that is definitely the plan. We will see if it's actually going to happen. But I've been struggling. I have been struggling this week. I've been struggling for a while. So this is this and then nothing really to show back here. I didn't add anything new. And then that is my daily, like my everything kind of planner, my general planner. And this is just my life book, my fun book. I already started putting some things in right here. The tracker on here is my steps and exercise. So I logged in the steps. Oh, Monday. Today is Tuesday. So it's the 8th. So I am using this December because I realized that I will be starting a Hobonichi each time on a December. So yesterday, wrong one. Yesterday I did 11 minutes of workout and it was walking. So I did that. So happy about that, but I still need to do so much more. Let's see. What was it? Sunday, I ordered some Christmas gifts. Okay. And that's all for over here. I did add one of the Lifetime movies that I watched. So that is that. Now, let's move on to the harder things, which is what is going on now. So I got a message from my doctor that basically said, the office said call, asked me to nurse. I already know what it was because I recently did blood work. This is not anything new to me. I have been pre-diabetic for the last 3 years, I'd say. And I have been promising myself each time that things are going to get better, it's going to be different. And I'll be honest with you, it rarely is. The way I do my health is so up and down. And when I'm not doing good with it, I feel like it messes with the hypermobility joint issues that I have, which makes it really difficult to work out or do anything. It's just been a struggle. It has been a struggle. And I'm trying to balance everything out. And when I look at, so I got the message today. They were already closed by the time I listened to it. I'm going to call tomorrow, but I knew what it was. I immediately went to my chart, and my A1C is now a 6.3. And she has had conversations with me, and she said once, it gets to a 6, she's going to put me on medicine, and yeah. I know that's what she's probably going to say. I don't want to take it. I don't want to take it for a lot of reasons, but I don't want to take it. And I really need to get myself together. I feel like every part of my life needs help. And it's primarily because of rushing and doing things and having so much on my plate and having so many responsibilities, not making time for myself, not making time for things that are going to help me keep going, not having the right people in my life. Um, the list can go on and on. And at the end of it, you know, it's not anyone else's fault but our, well, I mean, granted, some situations is other people's fault. Some situations is just life, and that's just life. And we're all dealt or given something different. Um, so to each is our own struggle and challenge, and that's what we need to work through. But yeah, it is not good. And I'm a very realistic person in saying that it's my fault. I disappointed myself because some life is gonna life anyway. But some situations you can make better by the choices and the people that you have around you, but then also letting things continue. I think the most damaging thing you can do is to know you have a problem or know you're struggling in the area and either ignoring it, procrastinating, or letting it go because you just don't want to deal with it. And a lot of people don't realize you're making a decision with not making a decision. You're making that decision to not make a decision and ultimately continue in doing and living how you always were. And for some people, they don't want to see that, so they never get to that point. I clearly see it. I've said it before. The issues that I have, and I just need to now, like, seriously get better. I have felt myself get bigger. I felt it. I've been felt it. Um, and I just kept going, business as usual. And we only have one body, and we need to take care of our body in order for our days here on earth to be as good as they can be so we can enjoy our family or take care of our kids. Spiritually, taking care of my body is a whole different situation as to why it's important, why it's needed. And yeah, I have fell off. I at one point I didn't even want to journal about it, but I think like now is a good time to have a journal. I have been journaling, but it's just like I said, it's been so much going on until it's like, where do you start? What do you journal first? What do you do? So yeah. Oh, this is difficult because I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I've been here so many times before. And here I am. Nothing has changed. And I think that is what bothers me the most. The fact that I feel like nothing has changed. So what I'm going to do right here, I do have a section here that you all have seen that I log my food. This is a generic log. And I say generic because it's small. I'm not really putting everything, like all the amounts, just how it should be. But I need to start going on amounts. I think my biggest problem with weight and just like the whole A1C thing is the starch and the lack of exercise. And the kinds of food that I eat as well. So I need to start logging the actual thing. Not just, oh, I had pancakes, eggs, bacon, or pancakes, eggs, bananas, something like that. I need to put one pancake, 2 eggs, or egg mixture, so many ounces of milk. I feel like I really need to stronghold it that way in order to get past where I'm at. And if that's what it's going to take, so be it. I initially was looking on Amazon for like a wellness planner and or log, and I don't know. It's one that's in like a spiral sort of notebook. It's super reasonable. I may just keep using this. I have used Jot before. I don't have a problem with this. I may just keep using this. But I also want to, I feel like when it comes to journaling, I have a Moleskine daily, but I kind of feel forced, and then I feel bad. I like to have things within a year, but I also kind of feel forced and bad if I don't get to it. So I went into my stash and I pulled out journals that are already prompts in it. That way, if I want to actually write my thoughts down, I don't have to feel like it is days I missed, or I'm going through 4 pages that are blank before I get to the actual date that I want to write on. And I want to leave myself of that pressure. So having these guided journals, I think, is a good option. If you all know someone or yourself who struggles with journaling and just kind of keeping up, having guided journals is the absolute save. I've had this for a while. I got this from Dollar Tree, and let's kind of take a quick look at it. So let's look at the sections. So this is guided journal, simple and free. And this is how each one is set up. So month 1 is food, month 2 clothes, possessions, media, waste, spending, and stress. And then conclusion. So I'll kind of give you an example of what it's going to be. So like the first one is food. I clearly need to start working from there. So let me just show you how it is. So it gives you instructions right here. Like picking several foods is like trying to pick up a favorite kid. So clearly trying to pick my favorite kid. So clearly this category requires some thought. After consulting those who know me best and after much prayer, I landed on these guys: chicken, eggs, whole wheat bread, sweet potato, spinach, avocados, and apples. It says month 1, day 1. Time to choose the 7 simple foods we'll eat for the next 30 days. No. I don't think I'm there yet. Aside from that, I mean, I guess I could start it whenever I want to start it. And just put the date at the top. Like, I don't want to have to wait. But I mean, I really need to, and you see how resistant it didn't take any time. I was like, nope, I don't want to choose. Food has a strong hold depending on your relationship with it, and it can get in the way of a lot of things. So this just gives out different things to journal. And then this next one is clothes. And then it gives journal prompts about clothes. When you consider the items you tend to identify to give away, what seasons of your life do they represent? And then what will you miss about today's items? Yeah. So this is nice. This is why I got it. I got it so long ago. So I will be using this, and I also have a journal. You know, I always have paper to write down my thoughts. But as far as this goes, I said this to say, get you a guided journal if you don't have one and you want to get into journaling, especially in a reflective sense, and you want to have something to go back on. I feel like guided journals are really good. It's a lot simpler than it seems. You can kind of get it done, feel completed, or just don't have to think about what you want to write. So tomorrow, let me see. I am going to, let's see. I'm going to section out tomorrow for the next 2 days. And I am going to mark my food on here because I have more space. I don't want to short myself because I'm so busy just trying to stay in the lines of this, because I don't really put all of what I want because the area is extremely small and I'm not going to have enough room. So tomorrow is the 10th. Let's see. It's Wednesday. Twelve, 10, 25. Okay. Now, that wasn't done in any like special or meaningful way, so it didn't bleed through pretty good. I'm trying to see if I just want to go. I think I just want to go across like this. So I can do something like breakfast. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we'll do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll do lunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we do dinner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then snacks. I should have given it more space, but I didn't. And let's just see. This gives me space to write everything in. And then this will just be the beginning of me trying to log. So I look at this just like expense tracking. When you're starting something off, 12, 11. When you start something off, you may not hit the ground running with budgeting, but you start off with expense tracking because you're trying to eventually break it down. And that's kind of what is happening here. I want to eventually break it down and start to do things in sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dinner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Snack. Okay. So we have that. We have that down. That is set. And then maybe up here, I will just put like steps, sleep, and should I put water? Let's see, I'll put water. And then that's way I can just, for water, I can just do some blue circles representing a cup. And then I'll put my steps in. This will be quick. So yeah, I have to have a plan. Tomorrow, I spent today feeling sorry for myself, I'll be honest. And tomorrow, I am going to look at some recipes. And not necessarily recipes like making something new that I've never made before, but more so like thinking of some different things that I can do to help myself. So whether it's different things that I can tweak for breakfast that are fast, some more healthier choices, at least getting some options down and then seeing what I can do with that. But yeah, that is all, you guys. I just wanted to come on. I do want to finish or complete Planmas, but I had to obviously address what's going on in my life. because it does still very much so pertain to planning, because we can't meet our goals unless we plan for it. And if we're planning, whether we're doing it or not, we can see if we're not checking it off or nothing is not getting done. So that is all. I rambled on long enough. I hope you all had a great day. Bye bye.